Welcome back, my followers. I'm your host, JD Knows, and this is another episode of Knoles Cool Stuff. Today we are going to do the unboxing of the Redmi K20pro, alright, which is also known as the Mi 9T internationally, alright. But the international one, I think, might just be only the K20 version, not the K20 Pro version. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Redmi K20 Pro here on Knoles Cool Stuff and see, is this the part 2 to the Pocophone F1? Alright, is this what most people are claiming? Is this the part 2 to it? We're going to talk about it here on Knoles Cool Stuff. Alright guys, so here are the Redmi K20 Pro cases. So let's do a quick unboxing of it and take a look at it. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, so here is the Redmi cases. I have to admit, I kind of like it. They're kind of a hard plastic. I like how it has the Redmi logo in all of them, and I like the little dragon. All right, you see that on the box, and I like how they incorporated it into the cases. If you're going to have to put a case on the Redmi and cover up the back, at least they're doing it with some cool colors and cool designs. Alright, so this is the quick unboxing of the Redmi K20 Pro cases you can buy. They also have a black one, but the black one does not have any of the logos. It's just straight black. And that's why I did not get it. Plus, I think there's one inside the box anyway. So these are the cool Redmi K20 cases. Yellow, red, purple. Alright, so here is the box of the Redmi K20 Pro. I have the 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. What was 3,000 RMB. Alright, so we take a look in the back. I like this. This is a cool design. The little dragon, K20 Pro, purple. Alright, that's a pretty cool thing. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Let's do a quick unboxing. Get this up. Alright. Alright, put that off the side. So there is the box. So let's do the unboxing. Side. Redmi K20. Purple, 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 purple. Alright. Alright, look at that. So here is all purple. Redmi. Designed by Xiaomi. Alright, this is our case. Alright, I'm pretty sure it has something in it, and this is our phone, the Redmi K20 Pro. Alright, now let's take a look in the box first. Let's put this off to the side. Here is the phone. Let's take the phone out and see what's inside. Alright, so inside the box we have our charger in the case, and we have our USB to Type-C connector for charging. That's it, all on the bottom. Alright, now we also have this, was in there, just to cover up, I guess. Now in here, as we see, we open it up. I'm assuming this is all paperwork. Here's our SIM tool injector. Alright, we have our paperwork, and here is the black case I was telling you about. Alright, well, it does have one. It does say Redmi, designed by Xiaomi, but you can barely see that. So this I will probably never use, and just keep this in the bag. Alright, so you have your case, you have your paperwork. We're going to put that off to the side. Alright, so now let's take a look at this. Alright, take off the film right here. Ooh. There you go. Take it off. Alright, so that is the screen. On the side, we can see we have a red accent power button. We got our volume rocker here. On the back, look at that color. Blue and black. Alright, now I guarantee you, now have you seen, they've been using purple for the boxes. I guarantee in a couple of months they're going to have a purple one. Right now they have black, red, and blue, but I guarantee in about 1 month they're going to come out with a purple version. They always release different colors like a month out in China. So we have our triple cameras, our flash. On the other side, it's clean, nothing there. On top, we have our mechanical pop-up camera. We have our headphone jack. This is probably an AR blaster. And on the bottom, we have our speakers, our Type-C, and our SIM card tray. All right. So this is pretty nice. All right, so let's power it up. All right, so that was the quick setup, and also how to do the gesturing with your fingers here. So if we take a look at it, it's an all screen thing. So all screen. It looks pretty nice, right? All right, so let's turn this camera around and talk about what are you going to get for your money when you buy this Redmi K20 Pro. All right, so that was the quick unboxing of the Redmi K20 Pro. And just because you have a cool design does not make a great phone. All right, so we are going to do a quick rundown of all the specs on this Redmi K20 Pro. And also talk about the little bit difference between this and the K20. All right. Should you really spend extra money for the Pro instead of just getting the K20? All right. So here we go. Let's roll the video. The K20 Pro will come with a 6.39-inch Super AMOLED screen, an 86.1% screen-to-body ratio, with a 403 ppi density. The front and the back of the K20 Pro is all glass from Gorilla Glass 5. It will come in 3 different colors, from carbon black, flame red, and my color, glacier blue. It will come with Android 9.0 Pie with MIUI 10. We'll have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. It will come with 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM with storage of up to 64, 128, or 256 gigabytes of storage, but there will be no micro SD card slot. And you'll have enough power for all your multitasking. It will come with a 4,000 milliamp battery with a 27 watt quick charge 4 Plus. The main rear cameras will be a 48 megapixel camera with a 1.8 aperture, a 8 megapixel telephoto lens with a 2.4 aperture, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide lens with a 2.4 aperture. Video will be used at 2160 by 30 frames or 60 frames per second, 1080p at 30 frames, 120 or 240 frames per second, or a 1080p at 960 frames per second. K20 Pro will come with a motorized pop-up camera at 20 megapixel and an aperture of a f2.2. Video will be shot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Alright, so this was everything you needed to know about the Redmi K20 Pro smartphone. Now, it has top specs. It has a cool design. Alright, but is it worth your money? Or should you just go with the K20 instead? Alright, so remember, all I can do is tell you my opinion, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to determine whether this is the right phone for you. So remember, the K20 Pro is the Chinese version. If you want the international one, you want the Mi 9T version. All right, so I hope you enjoy this. Stay tuned. Later this week, we are going to be doing the battery test, gaming test on the K20 Pro. So stay tuned for that. And as always, my followers, I'm your host, JD Knows. And as always, be cool. Like this glacier blue. Be cool.